I'm like at least halfway through it, I think. And then also I got convinced to buy Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League
Why?
because it's actually not that bad.
Mason, I saw the snap you sent me. I don't believe you.
Okay, so like
It
the
crashed your
game.
computer on launch.
Okay, that was the second day of playing it. The first day was fine. And then also
It's been out
that
how long?
the actual game itself is pretty fun. Mostly because I'm playing as Captain Boomerang, who they gave the Speed Force to.
I'm aware.
So
I'm aware.
you get to you get to break physics by you get a like midair dash and then a double jump and then another midair dash and then 3 more midair dashes. So you just get to do silly things.
Sounds big.
It's very fun.
Who here besides Mason and I read the JJK sequel?
I've not.
I read the first
yeah.
2 pages, and I actually sat there going, "So why is this connected to JJK outside of the part where the editors told him he had to connect it to JJK?"
I don't think it's the editors on this one.
That
I think it's
seems
him.
crazy to me.
So
It seems ridiculous.
I believe there is an interview with him where he flat out says a bunch of people came to me and said, "Hey, I want to do a sequel to JJK." And he went, "No, I don't like that idea. No, I don't like that. No, I don't want you to do it. No, I don't want that." And then he was approached with this idea and he went, "Actually, I like this. We're going to do this." Why he feels he has to be the one to do it, I don't know. There's been plenty of great examples of, like, say what you want about the anime for it. People really fucking like the Boruto manga. Say what you will about the anime for it. People really like Yasahime. And both of those series are sequels where the original author said, "Hey, I'm gonna keep my eye on this, but you do you." Michael, the answer is because the answer is why does it have to be JJK is because then you have characters you're invested in right away because they're related to characters you already know. That's why.
Because money.
That's why.
I mean,
they're fine.
They're
fine.
related in the most I guess way possible in that
grandkids. It works. You're writing the story in a setting that means that you're not going to interact with fucking anybody apparently.
Yeah, and
we might see old man Yuji walk up and punch some aliens at some point in this manga. I'm not sure. It depends if he lived that long.
Look, that'd be peak if we did get to see that. But I know they said who their grandma was, but I don't believe.
I mean, that was, to be fair, that ship is relatively well established in base manga. That's not that's not like an ass pull. They're arguably the best ship out of the entire manga.
I mean, yeah, it's more just the shot that they showed just looked nothing like her. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. Reminder, by the way, that Gege originally wanted to write Jujutsu Kaisen with Yuta as the main character. Crazy, can't believe that. Who could have seen this coming? It's fine. It's crazy that the most interesting character out of that entire cast is the alien.
Yeah.
I really hope he explains some. This is supposed to be a half a year long serialization. It is short, but it's half a year long. I believe is what he said. 6 months is the idea for this. So we'll see. We get another new thing. I think it's romance next week, I want to say, in Jump. I think. I haven't heard a lot about it. It's replacing I'm blanking on the name of the manga. That's why. That tells you
Blue?
Nice Prison. This was replacing Kill Blue.
Oh, fair.
The new one is replacing Nice Prison. It just ended.
Didn't even know that one existed.
Yeah, it came in for Chojo.
Oh, I didn't know
Maybe-
that had ended either.
Yeah, that ended a bit ago. Something like that. Yeah. Maybe it swapped to Sid Craft actually. I don't remember. And it was in that wave. But yeah. Anybody reading anything fun they want to talk about quick before we dive into it?
Lemon is peak.
It's good. It's good.
Lemon
good. Lemon good.
Lemon's
So
good.
fucking
Blue box good.
Blue Box is good. People
It's
are
so
really mad about
fucking
Blue
good.
Box. Did you know
Good.
this? People have been really
Why?
mad about Blue Box.
It's good.
They
I
think-
fucking
God.
cry
They
about it.
think they're writing Hina bad, and that it negatively impacts the entire story by
No.
writing her this way. They don't like that They don't like that the authors backpedal on Hina's stance.
How dare she be a love-struck girl in high school? God
Correct.
forbid.
Correct. That
She
is
should move
that
the
is-
fuck on.
that is my exact opinion on this. Is how dare he write her
Dare
like
she
a
be
high
a
schooler?
real girl?
How dare he write her like a high schooler?
how
crazy.
dare she be
Haven't-
just like she, but for real?
Haven't she? Yeah, I don't know.
It's just weird.
We do have another new series it's coming from Jump Plus. That started a couple days ago. Called Kurumizawa's Folly. It's a manga about
Yes.
manga. It is
That's-
Oh
interesting.
boy.
I'm interested.
So it's
in
set in
what
the
it wants to do.
70s. It's set in 1970. Like 1971. It is. I would explain the plot of it, but it's kind of crucial you don't know it for the end of the first chapter.
Yeah.
It's essentially it's about a guy who has a really popular manga and then hasn't made another really popular one in 8 years, and
Yeah.
he finally stumbles upon something to help him get out of his rut. It's interesting. I'll give it time to cook. Elusive Samurai will end by the end of this year. that shit ain't going much longer. They are literally in the final fight. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I know I've said this before. Like I felt like we were getting there.
Like
This
this
is-
time for sure.
There's literally there is one other supporting cast character on the bad guys team left. Who has been even remotely established. That's how much Elusive Samurai has chipped away at the villains cast. They're just all gone. It's just him.
That is kind of funny.
I mean, narratively it's really cool. They're also a lot older now, and last chapter ended with with Tokiyuki fucking again. It's real good. They don't show anything, but it's just Tokiyuki and all of his girls in a room,
Hey,
and
man.
they're like, "We're
man.
back." They're like, "We're back in the homeland, baby. Bless us with children." I'm like, "What are we doing here?"
I mean, you gotta be populated, brother.
That-
I read Realist Hero.
That is precisely what they say. That
You
manga,
gotta be.
that manga is actually a really good time. Again, it takes a little bit to cook, but it gets really good. Himaten, woo,
Wow.
wow.
Glenn.
Ooh, boy.
Oof, ouch, me feels.
I stand by.
Ooh.
No, not in that way. Let's just say I should not have read that chapter at work. Just like I shouldn't have opened the last Chainsaw Man chapter at work. Fucking tits from that Chainsaw Man
So-
chapter.
I need to say, by the way, that chapter came out, and it usually comes out on Tuesdays before my second person comes in. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll read this, open it, and immediately close my phone.
Yeah, I did.
went, nope.
I was at work and I did the exact same thing. I went, I'll read that later. And I didn't. I opened it later. I was like, no one's
Same.
around. I'm like, no one's around me. I'll just fucking read it. I'll get through it. I'm like,
I
it probably won't be bad after the first page, and I was correct. It's actually maybe the most tame chapter of that manga in a while, outside of that first page. It's a shame I
still haven't
don't
read
care.
it, but
And it's a shame I don't care about the thing they do for that chapter, because the character they do it with doesn't matter to me. Last couple of things. No manga has the aura of a Kanabanashi. It is crazy. So you need to understand. I posted a photo an image spoiled for Kanabachi a while ago. That is just her. It's just her sitting in a fucking room in the zone. Michael, I think, has seen that panel. I think he caught up to that.
Yes.
Since then, we have had her 2 rivals perform, and both of their performances have been really good. And yet somehow this week's chapter ends with her getting ready to walk up on stage, and her aura is still fucking insane. It's like nonsense. I'm not ready for the shit she pulls in the next 3 chapters of her Rakugo. And then Harukaze Mound is falling into a pattern of it's it's very formulaic. I like it, but it's very formulaic.
I'm surprised my feelings between the 2 sports manga have really kind of flipped in that Akiden Bros is really picking where Harukaze Mound is kind of settled into its groove.
I like Harukaze Mound's, I like its formula because it's a good formula for a sports manga.
Yeah.
It is fine to establish your players' abilities and get them all ready to actually want to play competitively after practice games, in the real thing. It's just having 2 practice games in a row and having the main character walk up to a former teammate of the other player on the team and go, "He's gonna kick your ass." I'm like, yeah, I get it. You don't gotta do the same bit twice.
Right.
We're doing a different thing with it, but I get it. But yeah, I mean, fucking Kagurabachi gave us a fucking week off, and I guess have fun with that.
I'm mad about it because the fight we're in is sick as fuck.
It is. It's really sick. Do I have anything else real quick I want to talk about? Just want to double check. If you are at all into political, just politics, if you like reading political drama, you should check out Imperial Cabinet. That manga rules. That manga is a monthly publishes monthly. It drops a chapter. The chapter is always just 7 characters talking in a room, and it fucking goes, and I love it. It's insane. But yeah, we're probably getting a marriage talks and anime announcement soon, people say. The rumor is Bones. We'll see.
Oh yeah. Bones makes sense for that.
It does. We'll see. But that manga's also getting close to ending, I think. It's probably entering its final arc. Maybe 2. It depends how they want to split it. But...
Oh, Sean, you update stream to say episode 6 is...
Right. Thank you. I got messed up because the last thing we talked about was Kamisubaki, which said 3 and 4. So my brain defaulted for 5. So thank you. It is episode 6's. Did I fuck that up on the main part?
None of my interesting things happened last
that's
week.
what Amber
There were all the
mentioned,
3-week break where I watched
fucked it up
2
on the
entire
thumbnail.
anime.
Everybody say thank you, Amber. Again.
Thank you, Amber. I have to fix the thumbnail later too. Whoopsie.
That's okay. That's okay. It's a fun whoopsies though.
So
One thing I've been doing is playing a fuck ton of Musume because, mobile games. And the current legend race, or the current event race that's going on, is fucking miserable to prepare for because it's a long race. And long races suck because, as the nice Asian man who I follow who makes guides of this game and talks about says, if you do not have max stamina, your horse will die. And if your horse dies, you will lose instantly. So good luck. My horse is going to die. That's okay.
Oh no.
How could you let this happen?
It happens
The
to
whales,
the best of us.
the whales win all the early events, so don't even stress, is what he said. He said, build your Oshi and pull for your Oshi, because if you don't pull for your Oshi, you're going to be upset, and then you're not going to want to play, and you're going to quit the game. And they're like, honestly, that's based. Pull your favorite horse girl, because let's be honest, if you don't have your favorite horse girl, you're just not going to want to play the game.
That's so real.
That's so valid.
It's just like me, but for real. Yeah, shout out to that guy. I don't remember his YouTube channel, but he makes really good guides.
Okay.
And he also just goes, hey, if you want to know more about these characters that I didn't talk about because they're not as good, you can just pay me money and then I'll talk about them on stream. But otherwise, I don't care.
I almost
But you know
forgot.
what we do care about?
I need to send you guys the power ranking. So there's no
Yeah.
spoilers for episode 6s. We watched episode 6s of all of our shows because the problem show is gone, so now we can just watch all of episode 6s.
Was it a
Mm.
problem show?
Yes.
Yes, 'cause that's
No
one
matter
good
what
episode
cool, no matter
numbers.
what cool crossovers they're doing from the grave. That's a power ranking. We are a little all over the place this week. We have some opinions this week.
It's really funny because I had Fragrant Flower at 1 and then I swapped it.
You did. I want you to know I thought really hard about that. Because I like both of them a lot this week. And we'll talk about them. But let's Mason. There we go. I got it. Speaking of a show I
So-
actually like this week.
Yeah. So this week of Gachiakuta. So we're continuing the fight that happened last week.
Wow.
Kind of. It's a second fight that's a continuation of the first fight
There
with
you
a different
go.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we see what happened. Zonka is currently paralyzed. He's got some neurotoxin that he's dealing with. It's a little rough. But most of this episode is about we find out that the guy that fought Rudo or fought Zonka, his name is Jabber Walker.
It's so important distinction. It's not Walker Walker.
It's Wocker.
Yeah, it's Walker with like an O, which like
Yeah.
just because. By the way, audibly, I heard Jabber Walkie. Like I just heard the full on. Like my first time watching, I was like, neat name. I'm like, we're just going full reference, but no, not quite. He is clearly based off it because poem lines. But...
Yeah. But yeah, he's got some claws that have neurotoxin in them. He's cool. He's a lot of fun, in my opinion. And the first thing that he does is he stabs Gris because Gris is attempting to defend Rudo. Rudo tries to tell him to not throw his life away for him, and by this point, he's already been stabbed. So Rudo flashes back to the past for a bit, and we get the first bit of him like wanting to tinker with things and loving trash because he feels the same way about trash that he does about supposedly himself, which is don't throw it out if you just give it a bit of care. It's not worthless. And we find out that his power is not to like bring out any object. It's that he's seeing any object at its full potential, essentially, and pulling it out. So what he does is he grabs like a charm that Gris had that got ripped off of the, I forget what it is, but it's the upside down hand that's very popular in both in like a lot of different Eastern religions. I don't remember what it's called, but he turns this into just a big ol' complex that just makes it so Jabber cannot hit an attack on him at all. It just is impossible. And then Rudo proceeds to just put the works on him. Just punches him, kicks the shit out of him. And eventually Jabber goes, cool. So that thing senses any hostile intent. Okay. And then stabs himself with his own neurotoxin, knocks himself out, and just starts... And we see him twitching for what the next episode will lead into of him just going crazy. But Jabber's a lot of fun. He's just a very neat villain or antagonist. Getting more of Rudo's backstory and having him chill the fuck out a bit is nice. He's not as edgy, which is good. He's not as angy. And this fight was just cool. Like, it's just neat seeing the, like, It's always fun having the ultimate defense thing. That's a thing for me that I really enjoy. So, what are y'all's thoughts?
This episode has a really sick ass transition after Gris gets stabbed, where it does the black and white pencil
Yeah.
sketch, and that rules. That fucking rocks. That shot is incredible.
That's sick.
Absolute highlight of this
Fuck.
episode is that shot.
The issue with me with that shot is that the opening happens between those two.
That's
It
Yeah.
actually completely ruins the shot for me. It ruins a lot of the impact because you have song in the middle of it. And I was like, you could have just played the opening at the start. This is not where
Yeah.
you play the opening.
Yeah.
It completely messes up that scene because it flows super well if you just don't have the opening.
yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of something, so I just skip it.
That's fair.
It's a
I just
little
play all the openings.
it's a little loud. It's a little loud for my liking, and it's not quite my vibe. But I still really like that shot. I appreciate that. Once again, the people making these animes definitely do not have them made it ahead of time. They put out the episode definitely right after our podcast and heard me talk about it, and so thus understood that, yeah, very clearly, Rudo has a thing he likes to do, and it was weird we hadn't talked about it for 5 episodes. Thank you. I'm glad we tracked back to it. I'm very happy. I wasn't expecting us to take his power and make it entirely based off that one character trait. But hey, it's
I'm
really
happy with that.
it's a really neat concept. I like what you can do with it. We'll see what they decide to do with it. I think Jab is a lot of fun. I imagine this performance is very different between the sub and the dub.
The dub's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I would like the dub. It's just I would like the sub. I just can't imagine this character speaking in any other way than he does in the dub.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, you guys hit on a lot of the points. It's like it's doing more of what makes it good. It's patching some of the holes. I think a lot of the stuff that's above it for me is just a little bit better in general.
Yeah, I still stand by that too.
And according to my sources, also Hikaru. But yeah, I mean, it's just like it's still kind of in that pack where it's like it's fine, but it's nothing that's like blowing me away yet with the show. And we're at the halfway point. I still feel like we don't know enough, if that makes sense. Where it's just still like kind of like drip feeding us information when I feel like it should be like starting to move a little bit more, and it kind of is with this arc, but it still feels like it's kind of dragging a bit to me, at least.
I kind of feel,
from my opinion,
it kind of feels like this arc shouldn't get fully resolved in next episode, at least from like what I'm expecting. I was like, I'm hoping that it like takes 2 more episodes and then you get like another arc for like the last 4 or so, 4 or 5. But I mean, that's kind of how it's like trending on pacing, because like what more is there after this fight concludes? I mean, if the fight is last 2 more episodes, then like I'm okay with that too. But I mean, I also have this lower just because it's everything. There's a lot that was like very good this week.
Yeah.
And like this is also just like the fight before the real fight, as Shonen does. So it's like, so it's not so it's
you haven't even seen my final form.
so it's just an introductory to the fight.
There's a lot of backstory this week too. Like we didn't really get like just the fight. There was like half the episode was just a flashback again.
And I also can't help but feel that we aren't. It doesn't feel right for Rudo to win this fight. It doesn't feel right for Jabba to lose it, which only to me means that Engine's gonna show up.
Yep.
Which kind of
Man.
pulls a little out of where I'm like, yeah, we're just buying time till somebody competent shows up, which is fair. I mean, it's early shonen. It's cool that he's doing enough as he is. Yeah, I definitely just feel that like there is a lot of other stuff I enjoy more than this. I'm nowhere near ready to send this off the podcast though.
I don't want
Yeah.
to
not
really
not.
send anything off the podcast. in
Yeah,
particular.
I gotta send something though, and we seem to
Yeah.
have different opinions about that.
I
What
could be persuaded to send something off the podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, there's certainly the thing I cared the least about of the 8.
we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We got more things to go through.
Yeah, Gachiakuta is good. Just kind of liked a lot of other things.
Speaking of that, we all have a pretty solid opinion about this week for this show. Hey John, Austin's gonna kill you, but besides that point, talk about
No,
Fragrant
no.
Flower.
John's not the one that's dying.
What? Who's dying in Fragrant Flower blooms?
Me, because I didn't get the show.
But,
Every week.
So this week is literally called Self-Loathing, and then I Love You, the 2 parts, which I thought was really neat. So we have Subaru talking with Karuko about, hey, I talked to him about this. I feel really bad about going behind your back about this because you've been my friend for so long, and I'm a terrible person, and I suck, and I'm awful. And in her head, she's just like, why can't I just be like Karuko? Because she's just the sweetest person, and like even now, while I'm telling her this, she's just telling and understanding, and why am I like the worst person ever for this? And basically just apologizes about going behind her back. She's like, hey, that was wrong of me to not talk to you first about it, and to like try to get between you and this guy. But I mean, well, I promise. And so Karuko, being the best girl that she is just like, it's fine. You're just being a good friend. That's cool. And she's like, why aren't you mad? And she's like, why would I be?
No, there's a couple of good reasons, but
I know there's a couple of reasons, but she's like,
she
it's
would
whatever. You're my
entirely
best
be
friend.
justified. She would entirely
just
be
looking out for me.
justified to be upset.
And so she says, and I told him to not like see you anymore. And you know what he said? He said, fuck off. Not actually, but like, to which they have this moment where she's on like the swings, I think, or the slide, because she's like talking through this whole thing, and she's going on the monkey bars and the slides like when they were kids, and they have a flashback where she like felt the monkey bars. She's like, hey, you remember when I felt the monkey bars? It really hurt, but you were so concerned that I made it feel like it was better. Which is so funny. She just like eats shit on the monkey bars.
She fucking
Back.
beats it, dude.
She absolutely beats. She's like, I think I broke my
Oh,
neck,
I'm
but like
definitely-
you were more sad than I was. So I was like, I can't make her cry anymore because she cares so much about me. And it's so wholesome. But then we have a big moment where like Subaru just goes, hey, do you love him? She's like, yeah, I kind of love him. She's like, damn it. Okay, we'll fix this. And then we have our main boy Renthro actually texts her and it's like, hey, can I get your friend's number? Not for that reason, but because I gotta talk to her about something. And so Karuko just calls him and just goes, hey, she's with me right now. You want to talk to her? And then just hands her the phone. And he just goes, hey. So I was saying like I should like clear some stuff up because it's kind of rude to me. She's like, I already told her everything. He's like, you mean everything? She's like, no, I mean everything. He's like, well, shit. But they decide that like she's like, hey, I give you my blessing to hang out with my friend, basically, because she knows they both like each other. She's like, you just do it away from school and you'll be fine, probably, right? Which
Totally.
clearly is not going to come up at all. Which is definitely not going to come up at all, right? And the next day, Rintu talks with Subaru like in person about everything, right, and clears stuff up. And there's the little boy that she helped with the action figure at the restaurant. I think when they talked the episode before, and he kicks the ball and he goes, "Hey, you're the two from before. You guys must be really good friends." And they're like, "No, we hate each other." And they're like, "No, you're hanging out. You must be really good friends." Anyways, I'm gonna go play soccer with my friends. That
Fucking
was very cute.
beams
'cause then
Rentaro with this soccer ball, by the way. He's like, they're like 7. What are they doing
Yeah.
over there?
And then,
Right?
and then at the very end, like Subaru asks Rintaro if they can be friends too. It's really cute. This episode was just great. It was very wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like every character in the show so far has just been like T character design because they're just good romance rom-com slice of life show designs, characters that feel human. Crazy. It's good. Who would have expected that?
Imagery this episode's fucking phenomenal. The fucking all the imagery. for
Cloverworks!
Subaru
What the
rusting. It's great.
Cloverworks, you did like 2 shows this season. Great job. 2 is the max. We found it out. We found the number.
What?
Wait, they're doing 3. They're doing 3.
Oh, Bunny
Which-
Girl too. That's right.
Which means one of them is bad. What's the one that's bad?
That's the problem. It's none of them. They're all good.
Guys, I did something crazy. It's called hiring enough people to do it. Look at Michael. I just see Michael go, huh?
No
hear me
way,
out.
dude.
They had a couple of these cooking for a while. Oh, you know,
But,
we'll
no,
never
this is-
know.
It's so pretty, dude.
Yeah. This week was just the week of where shows decided they were gonna do fucking bonkers ass shots. Just
Yeah.
like insane direction this week.
The POV shot of
For the
Karuga as
slide?
she's just
Oh
like
my
walking
God.
around.
Yeah.
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
There is only one other shot this week that made me go, yo, what the fuck we doing with this? And
When
we'll
the camera's
we'll
like
talk about it
rotating too around
shortly.
the set, like, oh, dude, it's so
Yeah.
clean. And when the camera rotates and stuff,
Yeah.
like,
Rotoscope shots are just kind of the
Oh.
sickest thing ever.
Yeah.
it's like, how do you do that with like non-CG characters? Like, that's cheating.
And
Cloverworks,
I
what the fuck?
I also can't express how much I like that Subaru goes, do you like him? And she goes, yeah, I like him. And then she pauses and she goes, I love him. It's like, good. We're in. We're so fucking in.
We're in there, baby.
She's an animal. Wagger, she's a fucking animal. She climbs on monkey bars, she eats like a fucking hamster. Yo, little gremlin is what she is.
She wanted to be a bat.
That shot was so cute.
I want a monkey bar. Why in a monkey bar? I want to be a bat.
So I
Dude.
like hanging upside down.
They do the really quick flashback when she falls and she just goes whoo! And just fucking the noise she makes, she impacts that ground so fucking hard, dude.
It sounded. What does it sound like? I know it's like,
It sounded like pain. That's what it sounded like.
yeah, I'm good. Yep, I'm good.
No, show's
Walk it up.
just really fucking good. Can't say
Yeah.
much. We'll see what happens when we get back to the rest of the cast. Now that we have 3 really strong developed, time to get another guy. Let's get another guy up here. Let's make another guy as good.
Surely
Yeah.
meeting away from the school will not result in any bad forthcomings. Never.
No, I know Romeo and Juliet. and that ends
no.
happily. It's fine.
Don't they both die?
Happily, I said.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both. They might be happy at the end. I don't know.
Don't they both
It's
commit
hard to tell.
honorable seppuku?
I wouldn't call it that. That's certainly not the reason they do that.
Shakespeare wouldn't even call it that. He makes fun of it in
Yes.
a couple different ways.
Yes. Any other thoughts besides Beak?
Yeah, Subaru's fucking great this episode.
Yeah.
Like every
Yeah.
Subaru hard carries this episode. I mean,
Well,
yeah,
I would sure fucking hope so.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's all
been
focused on
great,
her.
you
It's
know?
just she just does such a good job here. Like everything about her works so well in the context of what we do with this episode. And even then, the other two, fucking fantastic in their bits. Yeah, the whole first 10 minutes or whatever, the conversation between Subaru and Wagiri. So they're just so good.
It's cutting back and forth with the flashbacks
The,
too.
the,
and
the, yeah,
stuff,
the
and
vision,
stuff.
the entire visual backdrop with Subaru that is her rusting up every
Yeah.
time she does certain actions,
Dang it.
and then that eventually clearing off when she goes, "I'm just gonna exist. Wagiri will accept me for who I am. Actually, why am I trying to hide?" And it's like, damn,
Yeah,
fire.
you're right.
It's good.
Hey, Michael. Barking spiders.
Holy
Fucking
barking
spiders.
spiders.
And spiders.
Yeah.
Istanbul.
So, yes, they're in Istanbul, not Constantinople.
Don't call it
Very
Constantinople.
important.
Don't call it that.
Do not call it that.
You
Locals
will
might
call it
actually
that.
fucking kill you for it.
Or maybe not, actually. Hard to say.
I don't know. Maybe they'll kill you for existing.
Maybe he'll kill you for calling it Istanbul. We haven't quite clarified yet.
I guess so. But yeah, so we're following Klopp, and we start episode following Klopp and Alec, as Alec immediately gets them into some kerfuffle because he's Alec, and cannot stand by and just let things happen around him because he is Alec. So like there's just this guy in the restaurant, 'cause him and Klopp are just talking. He goes, "Oh, I heard you guys called it Constantinople. Don't do that." And then all of a sudden, 3 like policemen or whatever walk in, and they just they start talking to the old guy they were talking to. Go, "Did you write this dog shit?" and it's just like some article to something. I don't remember what the article said, but it's just hashtag the secret police killing the news.
The guy goes, I've never seen that article in my life. And I fucking lose, and I'm like, let's
And then
go.
Alec goes, "Hey, stop!" And they go, "So we have to kill you too? Got it." And Alec goes,
Hey, are you
"Fuck."
with him? What's your affiliation?
And then Alec and Klopp start running. Or Alec starts running. Klopp kind of gets caught up in it because he's Klopp. And
Alec has a great line here where he gets dragged out of the cafe by a girl, and he goes, "We should call the police." And she goes, "What?" And he goes, "I'm gonna go get the police."
He walks around the corner and sees the police standing there, and they start sprinting at him.
It's like, look, the police will solve this. Hey, there he is. Get him. Whoa, uh-oh.
Shit.
Wait a second.
Whoa, those police have have an iron cross on them. Whoops.
Wait a minute. Those are the German police. This isn't Germany.
Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, then we get a little bit of a segment where we see Alec running around trying to dodge them. And when he comes across a giant scorpion centipede
Sphinx centipede.
something.
So
we don't get the resolution of that for a bit.
Caterpillar.
Yeah, it's a something. It's a big robot. And we got to the people on the Leviathan. We learned that the thing Alec has with him is called a loris. That's what this animal is called. What does it do? Apparently, like, they're really cool.
They're insane.
Why are they cool? I don't know. We still don't know yet, but the scientist really, really wants us to know that they are awesome.
Trust me, the guy's
So awesome that the thing they're trying to give Istanbul, to kind of have them not try to kill them in this war, is a single one of them. So her and Dylan go to offer it to the Sultan, I think is the term.
Yep.
And he goes, "Yes, quite. It's very cool,
Wow,
isn't it?" Cracks
that's a
the egg.
really good salted voice. Good job. That's exactly how he
Fucking
sounds.
destroys the egg. He goes, "Anyway,
Oopsies.
I'm already partnered with Germany. Fuck you. The Leviathan's ours now." Essentially, is how the entire segment goes.
Yep.
They go, "Damn, we were late. Fuck."
Damn, they got us.
And then also the scientist goes, she's like, "That's a problem because Alec has one. That one we knew was gonna hatch, and this other one's not in good shape right now. So this is all setting up. Yeah, Alec has the only loris that survives this entire thing. Once again, why do lorises are they important? I don't know. Apparently, they move your technology 10 years forward into the future."
We saw the one building blocks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sugar cubes.
He do be building blocks with sugar cubes. He is kind of awesome, just sitting
He
there.
is
He
pretty,
also stole a
pretty
hat.
cool.
He also stole the hat of the guy who said, "Hey, don't call it
did steal that.
Constantinople."
Yeah.
There is no Constantinople in
And I
Bossing
think
Say.
we get the vulgar scene next, don't we? I don't think we go back to.
Oh yeah,
Alec
we
yet.
did. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it comes from Dylan makes a comment about Vulgar, because they need to go find Alec. They gotta go. They're like, yeah. As much as they're enemies, we need Alec right now. Like, it's important. So they go to kind of have this little conversation with Vulgar, which goes terribly. And then Dylan just goes up and is Dylan in front of Vulgar for like 3 minutes, and then Vulgar goes, "Okay, so you can find him at this place at this time tomorrow. You're gonna meet up there every day." Just how did that fucking work? The power of being Dylan.
Well, Vulgar
Also-
also goes,
also
"Hey."
called-
Yeah, Vulgar also absolutely.
Mister.
It's such a fucking good bit the way he's calling her out on it.
How'd you know? Well, a couple of things. You fence like a
couple of
woman.
things,
Also, you kind of just gave it away when I pressured
Yeah.
you really easily.
Yeah, you're kind of
so-
really bad at hiding it, actually. And then we get Alec.
Sure do.
I don't even. Yeah, wait, he gets grabbed by the caterpillar
Yep.
in this scene we just cut from earlier, and he's now with this other group of people. Klopp is here. He got a little injured, but he's fine. He's doing okay.
Club.
And we eventually meet this kind of like resistance group. I don't know what exactly
Yeah.
they are. And
There are people that call it Constantinople still.
real.
True.
I actually think that's accurate.
Yeah, probably. and we get to meet this new group of characters. The girl who was in the cafe, who kind of gets him out of there earlier, she's one of them. Her dad, and then her grandmother. And there's like I think a few other people that exist, but like aren't really focused on. Main thing here is that the grandmother, they go to talk to her, and she clocks everything about him in the first 4 seconds. Actually, just goes, okay, so your name is Alexander, Prince of Austria. And he goes, how the fuck did you know? And she goes, magic.
Her granddaughter goes,
She just be
information.
knowing things. She's
I
an
can read
information
your
broker,
hands,
essentially.
and also, I talk to everyone around the world
Yeah.
all the time.
I have a spy network.
Yeah.
Also, you're a liar. And a bad one.
Yeah, but she goes, but if you guys are here, I don't want to like intentionally make this a problem for you, because that's a lot of work on our end too. We're just gonna vibe.
You
And
hate
then
the
the girl calls
Germans.
her grandma.
I hate the Germans.
Alec doesn't realize that it was grandma
He
in
doesn't speak
whatever
the same
languages
Indian.
would be.
Turkish.
Wait,
Turkish,
Turkey. Oh
probably.
yeah, yeah. I said they would speak. Yeah. And then they laugh at him for saying grandma because he doesn't know the language. It's a cute little bit.
We get a really awkward scene with Alec and the girl as she takes him to his room, and
Yeah.
Alex just kind of stare there like, well, a girl. Fucking
Yeah.
She's like, yep, girl, so you're a prince, huh? And he's like, yep.
yeah.
Anyways, what's your name? And she's like, this.
I
and then
don't remember her
leaves.
name.
Lit.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
the
we-
most awkward scene ever between two characters.
And then we cut back to the airship where they are dispersing the roles
Oh,
to
yeah.
the 3 cadets and Dylan.
Two of the schmucks got to go out, and they got to go release the Leviathan chains or something. I think is what the thing was.
It's a net in the river that they have to like break up.
Yeah.
I believe.
So
Yeah, it'll
essentially,
stop the boat from getting out if they were to, or whatever.
Yeah, they're
essentially
bringing
the
this big
idea
ship.
is
Or getting
Yeah. they're bringing another ship in, and they're trying to make sure that the ship that has the railgun on it is there to get destroyed and doesn't have an escape route.
Yeah, they gotta get
Yeah.
rid of the anti-kraken nets for their behemoth.
Yeah,
Fucking
and
nuts.
then
I hope it drops
Yeah,
a meteor
yeah.
on us.
and then Dylan needs to go out and meet Alec at the restaurant or whatever the place at
The Blue
7
Blue
a.m.
The
Mosque.
Blue Moss.
The Blue Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which he's not going to be at because he's with the rebels now. So problem.
Dylan will find him. They
Don't
fucking
worry,
stand
Alec's
down.
really good at being found.
Yeah, they're really bad at this.
Yeah.
There.
Alec might be the worst at this actually.
Okay, so I wanna quick talk about this episode. I really like the vulgar scene. I think it's probably his best scene in the entire show so far. I like the scene with the Sultan. I think all of that's really good. I think the dialogue for the end portion with Alec and the Turks is very bad. I'm not a fan of a lot of the dialogue between. It's a little stiff. That might be being generous to it. It's
I
very
think the
basic.
grandmother's fine,
She's fine.
but
She's
yeah,
a little
definitely
better.
like the guy who first like talks to them is.
I
Ugh.
just think a lot of their
Which,
general
like,
conversation is really by the book, simple stuff. Like I could
It-
write this 25 years ago
It feels very much like they
when
were
I was
in the
0.
like I know this happens a lot with recording,
Yeah.
but it felt like this was very much a case where it's like they were definitely not in the same room when this was recorded, and it showed.
Even
Yeah.
then, I think the writing's not great. Like I think I don't even think it's just delivery. I just think the script's a little boring for this portion of the show. Like there's a lot, there's a lot more interesting things you could be talking about, and a lot more interesting words you could be using to talk about it. But the show's still good. It's just that is why this show took such a hard hit for me. Is even though it had some really good scenes, it kind of almost got me to check out towards the end of this episode. I kind of don't care about this resistance plotline because it's kind of boring right now. I'm excited for shit to get wild. That'll be fun. I'm hopeful.
It's gonna get so wild.
With some more shit.
The behemoth.
The behemoth.
Yo, why they
Such
got
a fucking
robots?
sick name for a like giant like beastie that we're like hyping up to, where it's like this is their big fucker. Like
Yeah.
this is the railgun tank of the British. You know that they're like. I also like that's like the The idea was like, okay, yes, we were here to see if we could make peace, but we kind of assumed we weren't going to. So we're also just sending the fucking mega tank as well. That's just on its way, and it seems like it's gonna get here first before the Germans get here, which is kind of hype.
Yeah, we got like fucking 3 times. So here's the problem: is the British think that they're gonna get reinforcements before the Germans. We know from the Turks that the Germans reinforcements are gonna get there before the British. So the Turks have a plan, but we haven't heard anybody from. Yes, they specifically. I want to say the British side
They said
says
it was
they have
3 days
Yeah, they have-
for the Germans and 4 for the British.
Yeah, for the behemoth to
Oh,
come in.
man.
So they're like 1 day off, and in my head I'm like, we haven't heard anyone who's actually on the German side give us a date and time, so I don't know if I trust anybody's fucking timetable on this. You could all be wrong.
It's like, suddenly just a random storm and we're delayed a day, and then everything
Yeah.
comes in at the exact same time.
Could be anything. Yeah, everybody's times could be wrong. Could be anything.
Oh, you guys weren't talking about Tuesday. Our behemoth's gonna be here on Tuesday.
Also, man, the most evil German commander I've ever seen rolls up in the Sultan's office. What the fuck, dude?
Walks out from behind the metal curtain, and it's just like, yes, I am Mr. German McGermanface. I'm here to bring you tanks. And
Odd
we're going to take
decision,
your
by the way,
flagship."
to be like, we have the Leviathan, and we're not gonna touch it for a while. It's gonna stay right there.
We're gonna let you stay on the Leviathan.
We gotta wait for my reinforcements, and while we're waiting for our reinforcements, you guys can like plot a scheme. You know,
I think because the idea is like
execute it.
they don't want the Leviathan to just start open firing on the city town, and
Well,
then
it's
just like
What do
And
you-
it's also
you
like,
got a Tesla cannon. What are they gonna do?
but like you also just
what are they
can't
gonna
like
do, kill
unload a
bunch of
Tesla cannon.
Constantinople?
You also just like can't unload a Tesla cannon on something that's ground level.
Oh, you think the Germans won't?
You think they fucking
You think they have
I mean,
enough?
about
I
Pacific with the
I
city?
mean, not in the city where you just made an alliance. That's probably a bad idea.
I
You
don't
gotta
think
worry
the
about the city if
I
it's
don't
already
think
destroyed,
the
Austin.
Germans care. But
Austin, you
that's
don't gotta
just
worry about
me.
being allied with the city and destroying it if they're already dead. Can't ruin the alliance if you're no longer alive. Ho 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 ho. Ho ho ho. in
I'm kind of
German.
with you with like not really giving a fuck about the like resistance plotline. Like the Graham was an interesting character. I don't care about anybody. I don't care about
Their mechs are
any
cool.
of the other.
The
The mechs
bull-
are cool.
The bull
The
mech's
mechs are-
cool. The weird caterpillar, fucking
Yeah.
masked creature, fucking
I did-
Ghibli film monster.
I did enjoy the comedy of just like
Nightmare
the
monster.
mech just like like crushing the egg and like whoops, my bad.
Whoopsie.
Clearly doesn't have good
Well-
control over it yet because they just dropped it off last week.
It is crazy because on one hand it's like, yeah, he doesn't really care. On the other hand, why wouldn't you just want to fucking keep it? Like, it's apparently a
Yeah.
fucking all-knowing,
he-
old...
I think he just straight up
No,
accidentally
it is an
broke it.
accident, yeah, but he has to play it off as like, I don't care anyway. It's like, it's so bad for you to have
I
destroyed
mean, to be
that.
fair, he also clearly had no fucking clue what it was.
He,
He's
yeah,
probably like,
he
"Eh,
does
probably just
kind of
stupid
not
egg."
believe him. We also
And
do know
it's
now...
also to their credit, like that was a terrible fucking job. Like terrible fucking job selling your peace offer.
Throwing the egg, yes.
And
You-
also, crazy, you want Dylan to protect it. You're gonna let the giant robot hold it.
Said exactly nothing about it, and then it got crushed and went, well, guess we're never gonna know about it until it happens with him.
She
But
goes,
like also
she goes to Dylan, don't let anything bad happen to this egg. What threat were you under before you got to the throne room? You carried it just fine. What were you expecting, ninjas?
kind of.
I'm excited.
No, those guys
More of
from
this.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
True. Michael, do you have
So-
additional thoughts?
I'll add one thing.
I know
after.
you really like the Vulgar scene, which is fair. It's a good scene.
Hey, I really like our like main cast of characters, like Alec, Klopp, Dylan, Scientist, Volga. Like that group of 5 is just like every time like an amount of them are on screen. It's like, yeah, gonna get some good dialogue from them because those characters are written super well, like consistent. So I'd love any time we get them. Again,
but-
Alec's a fucking dumbass, but like he's the most consistently written dumbass ever. So
I'm excited for Dylan to meet up with this
Well, we love him
resistance group
anyways.
so that Dylan can get called out for being a girl by another woman again. By another 2 women again.
True.
Because they're both gonna fucking clock her.
Women just really look at her, take 2 seconds, and go, I ain't seen no dick.
You're not doing a good job at this, hon. Everybody knows. Everybody
You
knows.
have to at least
Why
like,
are all the
pretend to be a guy.
Why are all the guys you're
And then
around
Alex-
really bad at it?
And then we'll just get to see the like face valve going. "Whoa."
I just love like she just shows up and goes, "Hello, fellow boys," and then the one girl in the room goes, like instantly clocks her ass. Oh, poor Alec, or poor
Dylan.
oh, thank
So,
you.
so one thing I realized when I was like skimming the Wikipedia article on the novel is that like
World War One.
yeah I was skimming the Wikipedia article on World War One, but like apparently we are like into the second book, so they are adapting like the
Oh,
entire trilogy
Really?
rather than like just Leviathan the first book.
That's
Oh shit!
insane, actually. What the fuck is the pacing of that book?
So the book ends with them continue
Oh.
like Leviathan ended before the Tesla cannon was introduced.
That's crazy. There's so much dialogue and like world in this that we don't
You also
get. Then.
probably I would imagine like in the book you have more time of them just like at the castle. That segment
Yeah.
that probably is significantly longer because it's just characters talking
There-
about world.
There also could be things we aren't getting that we're gonna get later because it from a show it narratively works better to like reveal it later than it does to reveal it.
Yeah,
Like
once
we
you have
might
the whole
we probably get more stuff with Dylan earlier than you. I can't imagine you don't give you any of Dylan's backstory in the first book. That seems insane. So like narratively they might be holding it for the show. That's interesting. Well then. Next up. It's the summer that Hikaru died. Again. Keeps happening to him. Every week. Every week it's another summer.
Died
He dies.
again.
So this week on Summer Hikaru Died, we're in the classroom, and the gang is sitting around, and Asako, the one girl, has a book, and well, she has like a comic strip, and it's about this kid who like falls into a river, and then a creature comes out of the river and replaces him. It's like a swamp. It's like a swamp thing, and she's like, "Isn't this a neat concept? What do you think about this?" And Yoshiki's sitting there like, "Yeah, it's super neat. What do you guys think about it?" And they have a debate about whether if something replaces you and takes over your body, are you the same you or are you a different you? And Asaka go, well, your cells are replacing themselves she fucking Ship of Theseus is the cells of the body. She really hits him with it, and everyone's like, oh, interesting. Who knows? Everybody comes to kind of different conclusions about it. And then Hikaru walks up, and everyone's like, oh, hey, Hikaru, what's going on? And they're like, we should hang out and do fireworks somewhere. And Hikaru's like, you know what's a good place to do that? My house. And Yoshiki's like, are you sure? And he's like, hell yeah. And so they fucking all meet up at Hikaru's place. We get a scene where Hikaru's like, hey, let's Yoshiki, go get a board game from my room. And Yoshiki exits where they are, walks through Hikaru's house, goes to enter Hikaru's room. We get the craziest fucking overhead shot to transition from him walking into the room to him being into the room, like, previously with Hikaru when it was the original Alive Hikaru. That shot fucking rules, dude.
That shit was wild. That's such a good shot.
And then Yoshiki's in the room, and he spots a hat on the wall, and he's like, I've seen that hat before. Where have I seen that hat before? And I go, which of the 2 times have we've seen? I'm like, we've seen this hat before. Who had this hat? And the answer is it's Hikaru's dad. Hikaru's dad always wore this hat before he fucking died. Probably, yeah. And and Yoshiki winds up finding a slip of paper that seems to have some kind of notes on it, relating to Hikaru's family. And he just pockets that shit. He's like, it's fine. No one else needs it. I'll take it. Then he snaps out of his trance and is like, I should go get the board game. And then everybody's out at the fireworks. They having a good time. And at some point, they need to go grab some others. They might be going to grab more fireworks or something. I don't remember exactly. But they wind up splitting up a little bit. And Hikaru and Asako go off to the convenience store. And while they're walking, we get a little bit of a flashback about Asaka, where we learn that her grandmother explained to her that there are things in this world that are not alive anymore. They are dead. They are spirits. They exist in life, and death is interesting. Things live, then they die, then they maybe live again. It's a cycle, is how she explains it. And we find out that Asaka can hear them, and I believe,
Yes.
yeah, she can hear them. Her grandmother can see them.
Yep.
And so they're kind of hanging out in this playground talking about it. And then the other friend, whose name I don't remember off the top of my head, shows up with her mom and gets ready to run over to the playground. And Asaka goes, "Huh, there's a spirit here," and then calls out to her friend to fucking stop running towards her. And a car, almost fucking at 80 miles an hour on a rural Japanese road, almost kills her friend. And it's just setting up for the fact that not all spirits want people dead. Crazy. Meanwhile, present day, Osaka's like, "Hey, you're not Hikaru." And Hikaru pauses, turns around and goes, "Oh shit, she knows." And then contemplates for a second and gets ready to fucking kill her. Just goes full crazy on her. Thankfully, Yoshiki was on his way to meet back up to them, with them, and kind of shows up as Asako is unconscious. And he goes, "Hey, what the fuck did you just do?" And he went, "Well, she maybe gonna die." And he went, "You were gonna kill her." And he's like, "Well, yeah, life's insignificant. Things die. The only life that is significant is yours." And Yoshiki goes, "Okay. 1 second. Why?" And he's like, "Well, if you die, I can't spend time with you and, eat popsicles and have a good time." And he goes, "That applies to Asako as well. You're insane." And then throws up. And Asako wakes up and goes, "Ew, you're vomiting. What the fuck?" And she's like, "What's going on here?" And they're like, "Nothing. Don't worry about it. You should head back. You don't seem like you're doing too hot. We'll meet you back there." And then Yoshiki just goes home. He doesn't come back with Hikaru. And then we get...
They do tell her that she is right, that he is haunted.
Yeah, they do sit by the side of the road, and she explains, she's like, "I've experienced these things. I see ghosts and spirits, and I just have and she's like, ever since you came back from the mountain, I just have a feeling that there is something else in your body with you, haunting you." And I wasn't gonna say I was gonna say something, and I changed my mind because it seems like it's protecting Yoshiki, so I think it's good. But I thought I thought I should really say something about it. I know I'm probably crazy. Yoshiki goes, "I believe you." "I believe you," he says. And then they go back, and Yoshiki bails on the party. He goes home to think about the fact that he just watched Hikaru almost kill one of their friends. And Hikaru thinks about whether or not that was a good thing to have done, and kind of contemplates what he's missing when it comes to lives and souls. We find out that he can see Yoshiki's soul, and it burns really bright. And he has a slight impulse to want to take his soul. And then he's upset because he wakes up and he's like, "Yoshiki's gonna be mad at me. School's gonna be awkward." And when he wakes up, Yoshiki's outside waiting for him. Everything's fine. Nothing's going wrong here. This episode
definitely not.
rules. This episode rules. I love this show.
This episode's incredible. Also, did not acknowledge the other spirit we're dealing with as well.
Yes.
That is the most terrifying entrance so far.
Yeah, just a random fucking... I forgot about it, that's why. Also, a thing I keep forgetting to mention for fucking 5 episodes. The gang is practicing for a choir performance. Every episode opens with the choir performance, and by the end of the episode, I have forgotten about it. But every week, they go in, they sing their song, the teacher goes, "They're not good." This week, we finally got a, "They're not bad. They're probably ready." Nothing bad's gonna happen during that performance, surely. I just love...
Surely.
I love the tone of this show. It's beautiful. It figures out more ways to fuck with me every week. I really like introducing some of the supporting cast more into the fold. It's very nice. because we have the two who just like each other. It was really funny. We were talking about it, Michael and I, because we watched it together, and I was like, it almost feels like they're setting up for Asako to maybe have a thing for Hikaru a little bit, but it's just that she can see the ghost in him, so the spirit, so she's just like interested in that regard. And for a second, Michael was like, I don't know, the girls kind of feel like they might be gay. And then immediately afterwards, you have the scene with her and the boy. Where like, yeah, I don't think that's happening. I think that's a straight couple over there. We got to balance it out a little bit. It's a little too gay in this corner.
Man, I hate the show, but it's so good. The whole I wasn't like in love with the way that Asoko's just like revealed like her, I guess, intuition, for lack of a better word, and or like sense. But the way like the whole confrontation between like Asoko, Hikaru, and Yoshiki was so well done, and the especially with the reveal that Hikaru like definitely just killed the fuck out of Mrs. Basuda or whatever
Yeah.
the name
Oh
her
yeah,
name
he
was.
confronts her about the old lady too.
Killed the fuck out of that old lady.
And it's just so well done, and like it's the way that Yoshiki walked off. It is going to be something really big in the next like episode or two, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. But God, I hate this show so much.
So much happened. So little happened. So much. Another small important note that I remember because Michael sent me the screenshots of them, and I was thinking about using them as a nice little small detail is while they're playing with the fireworks and Asako is taking photos. Every single photo Hikaru is in, he is blurred. Yeah, he is not a still frame, well captured shot, and everyone else is perfectly fine. It's nice.
But that's
He's
why I
okay.
grabbed this, because I remember
Yeah,
it was the 30 episode. I was like, I remember thinking that was super sick.
He's clearly a
Notably, like,
vampire. He can't take a
Correct.
picture
Yeah,
of
that's
himself.
what it is.
Yeah.
Easy. But okay, I've been informed by my sources that this is a good show.
John
some
can't bring
interesting-
himself to watch it, but
It just makes it too uncomfortable. I can't watch this shit. But thankfully, that's all you have a fiance for, to do the hard stuff for you in life, right? But no.
When you said that, the I don't have the like the 5 screen view. I only because someone's messaging me about the Bills game. But as soon as you said that's what we have a fiance for, and then they panned immediately just to Mason's face.
Awesome. But some general theories about it, like I said, I do like listen when she watches it and stuff. It's like what she's saying about it, but the idea, like, what exactly was Hikaru's family doing to like keep this monster up in the?
that's a
up
good
in the mountain?
question.
Also,
And how did
like,
it go so
also
fucking
we
terribly
all
this time?
kind of get the vibe that like Hikaru is probably that monster, right? Like it's kind of like Clevatess, where it's like Clevatess comes down from the mountain to the human world.
Yeah, so
And
like
it's kind of fucking shit up.
the thing was, is like there was maybe room for doubt until we get the hard confirmation that he definitely killed that old lady, which definitely almost assures us he's probably the thing on the mountain they were trying to keep away. It's probably not like a weird awkward coincidence where a second thing happened to show up. It's just now all the shitty stuff's showing up. All the bad stuff's showing up now.
Yeah, and like there's this we saw like that weird company in the background that just knows about the supernatural creatures that's starting to investigate. Let's see. Also like you said, like in the description is like the mentioning that like not all supernatural characters are bad, so maybe Hikaru can be redeemed. Probably not. He's murdering the shit out of people in the town. I don't know. Like he seems like not a
Well,
good guy.
the old lady was gonna die anyway. She was going insane.
But literally, like, okay, again, like from what it sounds
sure,
like, it's
he
literally
ate
just, like,
her in a terrifying way.
It literally looks like his argument for this is just like he walked, like Yoshiki's like, "Were you gonna kill our friend?" He's like, "Maybe."
Maybe.
And then he goes, "Did you kill the old lady?" He goes, "Yeah, but like she was old." And he goes, "All right, please don't kill our friend." That's kind of the vibe I get from it. It's just
he
like,
did know her. Yoshiki doesn't.
can you not kill our friend just because you can hear bad things, like bad spirits? He's like,
Thinking about it.
Will you put your hand in my void again?
Oh, that kills people. That's all I can think of for this
He's like,
whole
he's like,
section.
I won't kill if you put your hand in my void again. But no, it's just like it's a very interesting like connection between obviously Hikaru and this creature's like soul through his like family and everything. So it's like what exactly did this family know? And like you think they'd be a little more concerned with like hey, he was going up to the mountain to stop this ritual, and now weird things are happening, and our son is still alive.
It is crazy his mom hasn't seemingly noticed anything off about him. That's a little...
It's crazy that the demon stay in the forest people aren't noticing their son is possessed by one of the demons in the forest. Like
It does seem like it was more on the dad than it was on the mother. The mother seems to probably be... She might not even have been kept in the
oh,
loop
that's your
about all this
father's
bullshit.
side. The shamanism and the keeping the mountains trapped in the forest voodooism.
I just buy
But-
watermelon. That's all they do in that hell. Watermelon and steak.
But yeah, that's kind of the vibes I got from my sources this week. But yeah, it's really good. It has all caps. Definitely save. So
Yeah, you're not allowed.
so I by law can't click slay on it.
Michael,
So
do
just
you got
wanting to.
anything real quick?
Maybe it's because I watched the I don't know. Yeah, I guess it was early. Remember when I did my PR? I was kind of like, I remember that episode being fine. And then when I went back through for the screenshots, I was like, oh, no, there's a lot of cool shit in this episode.
It's fine. It happens. There's
But
a
yeah,
lot.
but yeah, it was good, good ass episode. It is neat, kind of how or not. I don't know if it's neat exactly, but part of Yoshiki's entire thing is also a when Hikaru goes, oh yeah, but you like eat popsicles with me, and he goes, so that's all I am to you,
Yeah.
the guy you eat popsicles with. And it's like, ooh.
And she's like, bitch, I'm so gay for you. Please be more than popsicles to me. Austin. Clevatess.
So Gart fucks off and goes and goes back.
A lot of people fuck off this episode.
Yeah, and you know, in response, Alicia comes back and says, "Yeah, by the way, they're trying to break into the to Hayden," and Clem was like, "All right, time for me to fuck off. I'm gonna go deal with that. You guys go into town." And then Clean assumes his Clevatess form and just skedaddles away to stop Dorel. Then they go into town, and they saw like one of the former members of the Ravens just like basically begging for his life while he's getting the shit kicked out of him by the townspeople, and they're like, yeah, well, I don't need them to recognize me. And then the only person that actually recognizes them is the Raven while he's getting the shit kicked out of him. He's like, no, it's that Hero's fault. She sick the fucking tentacle guy on us. And then they're like, shut the fuck up. It's a piece of shit. And then they go to an inn, try to get some rest, get hassled by the two the two idiots that are basically just bouncers for the tavern, and then they get while this is all happening, Alicia's just kind of having a conniption about being called a hero and the fact that she's basically a failure. And so like while she's doing this, she asks Neliru to like just call her by her name, not by a hero. Not just call her like hero or Yusha-sama. And she continues having this conniption for a little bit, and so she goes down to get the food, and she's just like to get food, and she's just listening to all of the people talk about like, oh, it's all the heroes' fault because they suck and they couldn't kill Clevatess, and now everything's going to shit, and it's all the heroes' fault because they suck.
I mean, which they're kind of right about.
And she's just like, damn, that's how they think of us. This really sucks. and as she's walking up the stairs, something gets thrown through the window, and then the mage from Dorel's army, right? That is Dorel's army that
Yeah.
Yeah. The mage from Dorel's army basically just attacks them with a swarm of insects, having followed them. It's like, I'm here to see if this Haiden baby is royal blood. And at the same time, another mage is attacking Nelaru up in their room.
You muted, John.
No, I know. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. So here's why I have this show higher. It's a real quick episode. We're just progressing the story along. I really like the conversation between Clevatess and her about what it means to be a hero. I think that scene surprised me. I was not expecting to get a scene like that out of him to her. When he's like, "Why did you become a hero?" and she goes, "I wanted to expand the world," and he goes, "And do you think you expanded Nelaru's world? I think you did. I never told you to stop being a hero. I just fucking will keep throwing you at people to die over and over again. Don't worry about that part. We have a very particular deal here."
Listen, you're a tool, but you're my
Yeah.
favorite tool. So
And
I
I-
need you to be functional.
And I really like the build out of that scene of her having to deal with the rest of the world's view of the heroes. And again, like John said, they're not necessarily wrong. They did kind of fucking beef
They
it.
kind of ran it down. They
Is
kind
it-
of ran it down.
Is it
Yeah.
their fault? Do they also not clearly understand what the fuck they were up against? I don't think so. But I'm tired of I'm not excited to see more bugs killing people. But that's not that. You know what? I'm not gonna rip the show off because of that. I will be strong. I don't have a fiance to watch bugs murder people for me, but I'll get through it.
Hey, that was bad.
See,
That was
Sean,
bad.
there's
It-
always the other
to-
option.
No.
You're right.
A husband who watches it for you?
Mason,
True.
it's your turn. It's your turn to shine.
Thank you. You'll watch Clevatess twice for me? That's so nice of you. No, I like it. I also do want to say, I kind of am with the guy. Would not want to get killed by that bug. Might be better to get killed by those bugs. As long as, hey, they fucking ripped them apart in the air like fucking falcons. I'll take that over whatever the fuck that was gonna do to me.
I'm going upstairs and getting impaled by like
True.
a billion nails.
Yeah, that might
I don't know,
be
the
play.
first bug seemed like it'd be quick and effective. To be fair, the big guy, like he's pretty big. Like he
The
seems like he'll just
centipede,
like take
yeah.
your head off in like a millisecond and you're done. Like the other ones, like you might like lose a leg first and then like get your neck bitten out a little bit. You know,
I
that
don't
one
know.
seemed way worse up in the sky.
I don't know how they're fucking getting out of this one. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm
That's
interested.
all I'm like too. Like
I'm
because
interested.
it pans upstairs and there's just like fucking like the heaven's gates of like needles pointed at the baby and stuff. And you're like, how are we winning this? The sword is over there.
And I think it's just a regular fucking sword. I think he still has the regalia.
He's got the good one.
Maybe I'm wrong. I wasn't looking at the hilt of the sword.
No, you're right,
Maybe
he
he gave it
does.
back. I wasn't sure. But Michael, Mason, you guys have this low. Understandable. Compared to what else we have, I get it. I just really liked it
just
this
don't-
week.
Just don't care. Yeah,
Yeah.
that scene with two of them was really good. You should. There was another like 20 minutes this episode that I was kind of just going like, okay, and we're going. Cool. Okay, we're in a situation that absolutely should be no way to get out of. How are we going to get out of this?
Because you know they're gonna get out of it.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
have to, because the story can't continue if they don't. It's just like this feels like we
Alicia's
wrote it a
going
little
to
too
die.
far.
Probably.
And then
Very
Nelaru's
brutal
gonna
way.
die, but for some reason they're just gonna not. Or realistically, the two of them just die. They take Luna,
Or
and
they
now we
just-
have to go get
Or
Luna
they
back.
just take the baby. They don't kill either of them. They just take the baby.
They're not getting the baby unless Alicia's died 5 times.
Well, she might die.
Don't you
but
worry.
No, might not. Don't have a reason to kill her.
I do really like the bit with Nell when she gets there and Nell's like, they're like, oh, I could take your stuff up to your room for you. And Nell's like, no, I'm good. She puts it down and it's very heavy because Nell is like part troll or whatever.
Those
She's
two
awesome.
are a little funny. I won't lie to you. The dude.
Yeah.
They're so
I d-
stupid, but like it's a nice breath. Like them
Yeah.
just being stupid is a nice
Nice
breath of fresh
stupid.
air.
Yeah.
Their names are like fucking random white guy names that you pulled
Phil?
out of a hat. Yeah,
It's Phil and Chris or something
Yeah.
like that.
Tito and Phil, and the inn is run by Carl.
crazy mother to go. Fuck it. This is why you will never get a girlfriend.
Also, one of them is dead now.
Yeah. Look,
Oh,
man.
man.
We'll talk a little more when we get to the other show that I think is on the docket for it. It's Fantasy Brain. There's more going on here. I have this again. Like, this is an odd fantasy where it's slightly out of the genre compared to some of our other stuff. Like, it's more hard fantasy than some of the other action fantasy we're watching, or slice of life fantasy we're watching. We have two shows that are kind of just pure slice of life, maybe a little bit of comedy in there. One more comedy than the other. But we'll start talking about those. Mason City.
Yeah, so City starts off this week. We're following a random family for a second on their how they start their day. This just kind of devolves into this is the most overworked and underappreciated mom ever. And then we cut to Nikura's taking balls to the face.
Lots of them.
Lots of balls to the face, like to the point where she calls out the soccer team that's kicking them because they keep apologizing to her. And she's like, "Okay, no, that had to have been on purpose. This is fucking ridiculous. You all need to apologize." And they go, "What?" She's like, "No, I need you to do something to show me that you're sorry. Can you look for my pendant?" And they all just kind of stare at her. "Can you get me out of here?" They immediately help her out. And that's that bit. We get another bit with the Four Coma guys, where there's a new comic that they're running in the same manga. And it's almost the exact same as Mr. Bummer, but it's Mr. Happiness. And then we get, I know I'm missing a couple of bits here, but the last main one is we finally get the knife twist. The shoe finally dropped. Etchan finally told her friend that she's moving away. And yeah.
That scene fucking hurts.
Mm-hmm.
The other scene you didn't talk about that I briefly want to talk about, because I think it's probably the other best scene of this episode, is the classroom scene, with Waku Izami's younger sister, I believe,
Yes.
is fucking sleeping in the middle of exam. She wakes up in the middle of exam, and they go, "Oh my god, her test is blank," and they all whisper very quietly. I don't know how the sub does this scene. The dub, the whispers are so fucking good. Where they are just whispering across the entire. They all are standing up around her exam like, "We can't let the teacher notice. We gotta figure out how we can."
It's the loudest whisper. It's like, "Hey, guys, the teacher is just reading your book. It'll be fine." It's like that.
Yeah, no, and only then for the. But the best part of it is him going, "You could cheat off my test," and they go, "No," and he goes, "You're right. That would be a morally wrong thing to do." And they go, "No, you're fucking dumb." And they go, "Who can she cheat off?" And they go, "Shit, we're all fucking dumb."
And then we get the callback
Yeah.
to the smart person in their class being the one brother from the family at the beginning. We've
Yeah.
seen this class before. This was a known character. We just didn't get a first name for him last time. We only got him as whatever. It's like always prepared Adarada or something.
Yeah.
I love APA formatting.
I still really like this show. I have a good time with a lot of its bits. It's just, it gets harder every week for me to put this over things that I am actively really engaged with the story with.
Fair.
I don't want this to go this week though.
Yes, my thing,
This is time
my
for-
thing, the way I do my PR is always
Yeah.
things I want to continue watching, and I want to continue watching this show. I have no reason in my mind that I go, I don't feel like watching this next week.
Yeah, this is
The
fun.
first bit with the mangakas did go on a little long. I didn't like that one very much, especially on a rewatch. Boys, you get a whole like 20 seconds of them just like breathing heavily at each other.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They're a particular bit that has to be for somebody, and it's not anybody on this podcast.
Nope.
And especially their like dramatic reading of the manga is like kinda silly for like a little bit, and then it's that you gotta watch them do the whole thing, and it's like
Nah,
okay.
bros, that's just Fujimoto staring at himself in the mirror every Monday evening.
And I do enjoy the second part we have with that though, because Wako Izumi's in it.
True. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
so-
we get a continuation about this other manga. Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, because the editor's like, no, Wako, please serialize a manga, and she's like, no, I'm not doing it. No, it's because
I almost don't believe she's the one writing it. I just think
she just happened to
paid
be
to
walking
drop it
by.
off.
I'm convinced she's not writing it because
Yeah.
I don't believe she has the brain functionality to do it.
I think, yeah,
And
I
that's
think
fine.
She would be happy enough to make this character this happy.
True.
maybe.
Not a damn thought in that head.
No, not at all. It's fucking genetic. Her sister ain't got one either.
It runs in the family.
I don't know. Yeah, I think the soccer ball bit runs a little long. Like the actual gag of her getting hit runs a little long. I
Yeah.
think what they build off of, I do like some of those. Why the fuck is that guitar so clean? What the fuck we
Yeah.
doing
Right?
over here?
Yeah. Thanks. The gag really for that is less about the soccer balls and more of the stupid apologies they're all trying to give.
Yeah.
Here's a child.
The fucking chive bit got me. I won't lie to you.
The chive bit was great.
Should we give her a heartfelt apology? He goes, "That makes sense. Here's a chive." And then he proceeds to give chives to other members of the team throughout the segment. They do not forget. This will come up in 3 episodes randomly with the soccer team. They'll just all have chives.
Yeah.
You will not
Oh,
suffer.
also a guy
chives.
dies this week.
Yeah.
Supposedly, allegedly.
He dies and
yeah,
then
he
comes back to
dies, then
life.
comes back to life. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's passed on.
He has
What?
passed away.
What's wrong with him? He's passed away.
Yeah, and also it's John Lennon.
Yeah, the doctor's
telling
John
him,
Lennon.
His
Yeah.
Dr. John Lennon is telling this man's son
No,
that
he's
his
not a
dad
doctor. It's
died.
John Lennon, the plasterer or whatever.
Oh yeah, right.
Not a pastor, a plasterer.
Fucking. What is this show?
It
Story
fucking
about a
killed
city.
me.
Had nothing to do with that bird.
It fucking killed me where I hear the voice that they do. Interesting that they're giving him a John Lennon voice. All right, whatever. And then they just said it was John Lennon. I was like, okay, all right.
Run the legend. So...
It's just funny.
Do they have
Anyway,
a
just two people
disclaimer
who
that,
don't
like-
find the show funny.
What was that?
Anyway, to the 2 people who don't find the show funny.
I mean, sometimes it's funny. It's just not like engaging to me.
I found the ball bit funny for the first like 2
Yes.
to 3 times that they did it, and then I was like, I was watching it with my friend Sean, because my other friend Sean, because I told him you don't really need context, it's not gonna matter, and I was just telling him, I was like, I feel like it would have been much funnier if like they stopped the bit after the 3rd time, and then at the end of the episode, or maybe in like 3 episodes, she's just like walking around town, she gets bumped by somebody, and then like the person apologizes, and then the ball just comes out of nowhere. I was like, but they just like overdid that joke so many times, and
They're gonna do that anyway.
and the mangaka bit was just so
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Like we can all agree the manga bit isn't good. That's a
It's-
given. I
It's
feel.
good for somebody.
and
I don't know. But
It's
the
kind of
last
like the
bit where-
Japanese comedy thing that you see every now and then, where it's like the 2 guys going back and forward, just having a conversation comedy, where it's like
Like a
it's-
bonsai
it's-
comedy.
True,
it's
but
there-
I
it's
truly
there for somebody.
I truly believe most manzai comedy they give us when they do manzai jokes is bad manzai. I've now
Yeah.
read good manzai. We don't get good manzai.
no, it's really bad Monsai. It's really funny.
Maybe I need to go back and read the JJK bit. Maybe I'll understand it better now. Because I've read Showa Shoto.
But I thought that like there were some funnier bits than like I've had in previous episodes, but also it's just like I still don't care all that much.
It's similar to where I am. Like you said, it's like there is some bits that do hit, but at the same time, like I'm just not in on this slapstick, if that makes sense, because it's a lot of just like, haha, gotcha. I feel like, and like I said, there is some good bits. It's not like it's just all bad. But I just similar to like Sean, where it's like there's just I'd rather keep a lot of other things on the podcast. Now, is this the only thing I'm gonna vote off this week? No.
Oh, don't worry. This isn't
I'm
go.
not worried about that.
I'm not.
I'm not worried
voting
about that.
I'm not voting.
I don't
City
think it's
this
gonna
week.
vote.
No,
I don't think it's gonna
not.
go this week, but that's okay. But yeah, I mean, it's just not. It's just not doing it for me, I guess, so far. That's how I put it.
It's like I keep thinking, thinking to myself every time I watch this, and like my other friend Sean also had like the same thoughts where it's just like this just wasn't funny, and I think I still prefer my absurdist comedy to be cohesive, and it's just
See,
not.
that's crazy because I argue that compared to some things, this is very cohesive.
I mean, okay, cohesive might not be the best word, but it's just like
you
less
might
sporadic?
the segmented.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, sporadic
Yeah.
is probably a better
less
is probably a
less
better word.
vignette, more straight through scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It was also really funny that in the first segment, the children, like the two daughters, one of those was in last episode. She was just one of the people stuck on the bus.
I think they both were. I think that entire.
I don't remember if it
family
was both of them.
They were both.
I distinctly
definitely
remember
there.
the at least the design of the child on the bus.
Well,
in,
they're twins.
and like the one segment in the bottom of the screen for 3 minutes, just sitting there angrily on the bus. That we had 2 POVs of, because we also have to have the POV of the animal on top of the bus that had the amulet or medallion, whatever it is.
Hey, John,
Look, we're up.
Pretty good.
your show.
So with you in the rain this week, we open the show with her twin brother is here, Teru. He's here putting up an IKEA cabinet, and he ends up going for a walk with our dog, where they run into the veterinarian again, who's jogging by, and there's an old lady there, and she goes, "We were just talking about this animal. We needed a vet to clarify what it is." And the dog and our Tanuki just looks at him and goes, "You know what to say?" And he's like, "I know what to say. It's a dog." And he's like, "Oh, friend," and he gives him a little hug, and then they walk back. And then we learn that this is also because Teru's going to be bringing his cat over to stay with them, while him and his pregnant wife stay at the hospital for a bit, to make sure baby okay. And then we spend a bit with our Tanuki friend trying to get along with the cat because he just wants to be good friends. So he's trying to like bring all his toys out, and he surrounds them with all the toys, and the cat just fucks off and goes, "I'm jumping on the cabinet now." And then he tries to get like food out, and the cat goes, "Fuck you," because cats. And he holds up a big old sign. It's like, "Do you want to walk? Do you want to play tag? Do you want to go to the sandbox? Do you want to play with toys?" And she just goes, "He can't read like you, right?" And he's like, "Shit." And then she just results in her putting up a cage to separate. She's like, "Okay, we'll separate them for a little bit." And the cat just goes, "Fuck your cage, fuck you," to the Tanuki. But then eventually they end up splitting up the next chilling, becoming friends. And then the episode closes on Fuji visiting her twin brother and his wife after they get out of the hospital, where they bring the Tanuki over to hang out, and they carve pumpkins, which she is the classic like super sweet girl who has weirdly like knife enjoying tendencies. Like, have you used that knife before? She goes, "Not once." And she's like, "Maybe we take it slow and away from your stomach." But yeah, they make little jack-o'-lanterns, and that's kind of it on the episode.
Show is nice. The show is
Palette
fine.
cleanser is palette cleanser. Palette cleanser is palette cleanser.
Yeah.
It's a cute little show.
That's
And
the
there's
show.
a really funny issue with the dub this week. I mentioned this one to Sean earlier. They just don't, on Crunchyroll at least, they don't subtitle a single one of the dog's boards. So you legitimately have no idea what's happening half of this episode if you're watching it dubbed. So I had to switch to the subs. When he's saying this stuff to Fuji about like, he's like, "Oh, I just want to be friends with this cat." Like that entire segment just doesn't work in the dub because you just see Japanese writing on a board. They did subtitle any of it for some fucking reason. I was like,
That's
"What?" So I watched the back half of the episode subbed.
They were dubbing it. I don't know why.
Yeah, they had been doing it fine up to that point.
Yeah.
I don't know what was this episode. And it's Crunchyroll also is a weird thing where you can't put on subtitles for the language you're currently watching.
Yo,
Because fucking Crunchyroll's stupid. I
actually,
understand why, because there'd be different
actually,
wording,
crazy.
but-
Gachiakuta, I think, has English closed captioning.
Yeah, it does.
It has accurate because it has two settings. It has for
It does have
subtitling.
closed captioning, but I think neither one made it so that
No,
it's
yeah.
set up.
But for Gachiakuta, I'm pretty sure accurate closed captioning. So it's just a matter of if they care enough.
I
Unfortunately,
gotta go back and check. Doing this.
I'm sure you're right.
I actually don't remember if because I like clicked on the closed captioning, but I didn't like. Oh, okay, they do actually do it.
Okay,
But
so
like the normal subtitling in Japanese places it like under the words. They can like
yes.
understand what the two things are. Here it's just blacked on place on the bottom of the screen.
It's still not great. Look, the show's fine. That might not be cutting it at this point. Look, the cat's
Yeah.
cute. I love cats. It's great. Sure, I probably do need a palate cleanser. We still have a couple of those. It's fine.
We do.
We do. It'll be fine. We can get rid of a couple.
That's true. We can.
Could also get rid of the thing that we need the palette cleanser for.
You could. You could also do that.
I think we could do that.
But
I
what
think
if-
that would be a great
But
thing.
what if
What's
I
that?
want to
Sorry.
watch another episode of it?
What's
No,
that?
no,
Get rid
not
of palate
that.
cleanser?
Not that one. No, we're talking about a different one. You got to keep that one on. That one's.
What's that? It's the wrong palate cleanser.
When
we're
we
talking
wait,
about?
we
Okay,
get to
yep.
end with my show. My goodness, we've
We
just
do.
been murking from
we
the
have.
bottom.
We have indeed been murking from the bottom, and I think that
no, we,
might-
Started from
we,
the
we
bottom,
shot
now
from
we're
the
here.
second
I
to
sure
bottom
hope that doesn't
first.
fucking
True. We
continue
skipped a
this week.
little. We skipped a little around.
No, I mean no, but like it's just like the bottom's all.
We worked
Man,
our way.
fuck
We
chest
worked our
bump.
way back to the bottom to fully chopping the bottom.
Start from the top. Now we're here.
And look, I'm not saying anything, but I get the feeling we might be keeping a lot of our first talk shows this season.
What? There's no way.
This one's probably fine for a while.
Yeah, I think this one's
Yeah,
gonna
this one's
stay
fine.
for a bit. Anyway, Secrets of the Silent Witch. This episode, she be dancing. Mason's green. Oh, he's no longer green.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I
but
have-
yeah.
I had the power ranking pulled up.
Ah, that makes sense.
That would make you green, yeah.
Yeah,
That is
so
green.
she needs to learn how to be more ladylike. She has dance class, I think, is what this. I don't actually
Yes.
know exactly what. Yeah, she's
Well-
apparently really bad at dance.
So yeah, there's
There's
a
also a tea
small
party later.
thing
But I
here.
wasn't sure if
dance-
these were like connected classes or it's just exam time and she's bad
Bro,
at everything.
dancing
and
isn't math, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
It isn't.
could be.
It could
She's-
be
she's
if
not
you're
trying.
focusing on a person's brooch and makes you forget about the dance steps. But yeah, she be dancing, and she's very bad. And so is her partner. Apparently, he's also very bad. And they're like, these two are going to fail, and that's a problem for people in the student council. You don't fail classes if you're the student council. You gotta be good. Also,
I
because
just
you know
love-
how to dance, you're a noble.
I saw they're watching her dance and they go, "That wasn't very good." But you fucking sucked ass at leading her, bro. You suck. Like
You
she needs
suck.
to work on it, but like you suck.
Yeah. And then they switch partners like another group that was there. And then another girl comes in and plays the music for them because it had really been the person like on piano that goes and helps her. Then I think we have like a small break from this.
Yes.
I don't remember if anything else happens there, but I know we cut
We
back
come
to
back
other
later.
people helping.
Yeah.
I don't remember what do we cut
No.
to from here.
They go to the student council room and the prince is like, "Oh, I can tell from your reaction she's not doing good. We are gonna have
Yeah.
to do something about that." And then they
Yeah,
cut to
and-
tea. And then she goes back to her room and she is upset that she did bad at dancing.
Oh yeah, and then she
Yeah.
talks with Nero for a bit, and Nero goes, "I'll help you dance," and she goes, "That's a terrible idea." She goes, "How the fuck is Nero good at dancing?" Nero's just kind of had like been watching her dance up to this point. She like has an idea of how this all works. He complains about something in the cutaway from this. bit. I don't remember
Her
exactly
stepping
what.
on his paws a lot.
He's like,
Oh,
"How
yeah.
do you step on someone's feet so
Feet.
much while dancing?"
27 times.
28 footsteps. Anyway, we then get I want to say we go from this to Cyril dancing with her.
No,
and
we
this is-
do tea party first.
Do we learn first about the?
We do
Oh,
the
she-
entire we do the entire tea party segment and then we come back to dancing and at the end of the episode.
No, because she dances with Cyril a lot earlier in the episode.
Nope.
I thought
Nope.
that's crazy.
They do her dance first, and then the dance with they do the dance with him, and then the dance with the prince in the same scene at the end of the episode.
Because I thought she had to be good at dancing for the tea party to happen.
Nope. It's an entirely separate class.
That's so crazy.
Yep.
Because we get the thing with the tea party, which she learns like, hey, you gotta bring tea, and you can't bring the same tea as someone else. And she has her tea picked out by whoever person is with her. I don't remember her name. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna go do tea stuff, and then they're having the little tea party. It's her, people she knows.
Friend who did her hair and friend who
yeah.
rides horses.
Yeah, I should get the character list.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, and then girl number 4, the
New
one. She's very serious. That's like the whole thing we know about her before we go into this. But she's a very serious person about all these things. Monica, labels her thing. And then we get like a little bit where we see one of the girls who would like push her down the stairs, like, grr, Monica. And then oh wow, and so they're doing their tea party. And essentially every time someone does a single thing here, this other girl goes, yeah, you guys are fucking dog shit at tea parties, actually. You shouldn't have brought out the strong of a flavor as the second one. You shouldn't have brought up an expensive one for a little tea party because it makes us seem like poor bitches. Then Monica goes to get hers, and it's all broken. It's got destroyed. So she brings out coffee. And she like did some like magic bullshit where she like brewed her coffee really fast, so it's less bitter. Blah blah blah. That all ends. Person goes, yeah, you don't normally bring coffee to a tea party. This is good, but like it's still a tea party. You're kind of stupid. Anyway, tea party stuff's kind of whatever. We get nice little bits.
And then they pass.
I forgot, the person also almost instantly clocks that Monica is the Silent Witch.
Yeah.
Actually crazy. She makes the random guess on it.
Speaking of which, her name is also Monica.
Yeah, her name's also Monica, and she also is really quiet. Because we got this whole bit. She goes like, and the Silent Witch does, because the Silent Witch understands the power of being quiet. She didn't do this thing here, and Monica goes, yeah, because I was shy, and this other thing, and because I was shy, and this because I was scared, and I had Lewis do it for me, and it's all like bits like this in Monica's head because she's a little bean.
Yeah. So they pass dance class, and then they go. No, they pass tea, and they go, what about dancing? And Monica's like, oh, fuck the dancing. I forgot.
Oh, shit, dancing. And then we get potentially a few bits here with people who actually know how to lead a dance. Notably, Cyril's really good at dancing. We get a nice little bit between the two of them, where she's like, oh, this is like when Cyril's like, not like possessed and shit. Cyril's just kind of a homie. And she's like, oh, wow, this is like really easy to do when the dude is like good at his job. Crazy. And then we get her dancing with the prince. And he's like, oh yeah, just don't even like think about the steps. Just focus on conversation. Just on a little chat. He starts asking her stuff. Then she like responds to a few of them, and then she sees that his brooch is really reflective, and just starts staring at it. It's like, oh, it's like the shapes here and this and this. It's and we get to the end, and the prince is like, well, you have a nice conversation or whatever, and she's like, oh yeah, it was really easy just staring at your brooch the whole time, and he's like, so my brooch is more interesting than me, or whatever. And it's cute. He's too adorable.
It was funny because like I feel like she didn't she go. I feel like she goes, well, yeah, duh, basically.
Well,
it was just like
in her head, she absolutely did.
Do you understand how reflective your brooch was? Come on, dude.
No, you also get the bit right after they're done dancing, where like the princess like saying something to her, and she's absolutely not listening at all. She's just mumbling.
She's just
to herself.
mumbling about the reflect. I love that scene. That scene is so nice.
Monica's wonderful. I love her so much.
Sweet Bean must be protected.
Why did they keep her name Monica? Why didn't they change it? Kind of a fucking slip up on their part. They probably should have.
Monica, like the Silent Witch. Monica. Isn't that such a clever coincidence?
Yeah.
Socially awkward transferred student.
True, they'll never see it. It's so obvious they won't see it coming.
Yeah. I get the reason you keep the first name the same is so it's like easier for her to transition is because this isn't a thing she does normally. So it's still being called Monica. It's no longer Monica Everett. It's Monica whatever.
Yeah.
I don't remember her last name.
Norton.
Yeah. That's
Monica Norton. I like the show. I like this episode a little less than last week. It's just not as cool.
It's gearing up for
yes, we're gonna start
a bully takedown,
yeah.
and it's gonna be glorious.
Yeah, I
Because
see,
there's all that jealousy. Oh,
I see that thumbnail
hoping
too.
you make my feeling don't
I
deserve
see.
to live.
I see that thumbnail 2 episodes
So
from now where it's
obvious.
gonna go widescreen. What the fuck are we doing over there?
Take down.
I've been listening to the cover that Amelie made for that so much.
Dude,
It's such a good cover.
Dude, seeing Amelie make
Her
covers
Bow
of
and
that
Bori
stuff,
are so
and then,
good.
and then also talk about sidetrack. Having her talk about doing this for like I think 19 years now, she said, just fucking hit me in the face of like, oh god, she
Yeah.
is the hag of VTubers, isn't she? I forgot. She's like
wasn't-
34.
She wasn't always a VTuber.
And then I forget. I'm almost 30. Fuck! I have 9 more months of being not 30. Oh. Yeah.
I was like,
I
who's,
know.
I was like, who put that name in? I realized it's Austin. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about? I also almost read that wrong. I'm like, what do I not know about Mason's job? I don't know. It's Austin.
Yeah,
Running a bit.
Oh.
Our shows are good. Shows are
She's
good.
pretty good this year. Like I said. Hey, listen, we're like on like the 4th vote off, and there's not a show we want to like commit
Look,
and die to super
don't-
bad.
Guys, I know what you're
Pretty
thinking.
good.
You're like outside of solo camping for 2 because that was the real problem this season and nothing else.
Yep.
There's not enough bad shows, and my response to that is wait till next season. Wait till next season. Have you looked at the shows for next season?
You know,
There's
Sean,
like-
it's funny you mention that.
There's
There's a
like
lot of
A-
bad
absolutely
shows,
not. I
but there's
never look at
also
stuff before next
there's
there's
season.
also
there's
a
lot of good
lot of
sequels.
shows.
There's like maybe 2 shows that look remotely interesting. One of them is about breakdancing.
Yeah. There was like 2 shows next. Yeah, I was like, oh, that
We'll
looks like
get there when we get there,
that's
though. But
interesting.
we're not done yet. We have the results in. We have full saves, completely safe. Gachiakuta, Fragrant Flower, Leviathan, In the Summer Hikaru Died, and Secrets of the Silent Witch. We then have 2 slays on City, 3 slays on Clevatess, and 4 slays on With You in the Rain. Austin, you're not out of a job yet. Still on the payroll.
Next week.
Probably. I'm sorry, probably. If unless this show gets fucking hog wild, I don't know if I can justify. Something's got to go every week. It's gonna start getting rough.
What's the earliest someone's been out of a job in a season?
Oh,
I think I
week
did it in,
3.
like, 4 weeks.
Week 3.
When was that? I need to know.
Dylan.
I don't
that
think that
was-
was a week. That was X-Arm.
That was X-Arm.
Yeah, that would have been
Idly
he had
Pride.
Star
And the
Chu-
thing is,
he
a Star
had
Chu and Scar
3
on the Praetor
shows.
were his
He
Right,
had 3
right.
shows.
It was X-Arm, Scar on the Praetor, Scar on the Praetor, and I Start You. Yeah.
Oh, right. He just picked absolute fucking
Well,
dog.
so no, so
water
you didn't
that
have 3
season.
shows.
thought he did.
X-Arm was technically
Oh,
a
you
week
had
show.
Idly. You had Idly, I thought.
Yeah, I had Idly Pride. The bit was after first picks, we went, wouldn't it be really funny if we picked like the 4 idol shows that are happening this season? We picked 3 of them.
God, I Start You was also fucking dog shit.
Yeah, it was really bad. There was not like a single vaguely interesting character because they had to have
At
15.
least it
That
didn't
season
make me
heavily
want to
hurt me.
gouge my eyes out like Scar on the Praetor. Look, man,
Scar and the Praetor was really bad.
it was
Scar the
really
Praetor was
bad.
so bad it was almost.
Really
Okay.
bad.
That X-Arm was so bad it was funny. Scar and the Praetor almost was the same tier, where it was so bad it was getting to the funny tier, but we couldn't
Hey,
let it cook enough
you-
because it hurt
it
our
had-
eyes.
You know how Scar on the Praetor? You know how I know Scar on the
Go ahead.
Praetor's bad? Sorry, Mason. You know how I know Scar on the Praetor's bad? It went off before I Start You.
True.
Yeah.
Wait,
And then Idly
I
Pride
think-
went out.
I remember
But-
watching episodes of Scar and the Praetor with John.
I had to show you
And
it.
just
It was
Yeah,
so
you
bad.
had to because we were just like, oh no, bad.
You know how you
Project Scar.
you know how
Trader
you
no
know that
Kizu.
season was fucked? 5th place was back arrow.
God, it's so peak.
Wait. Is Scar on the Praetor bad enough that I could show it to like other Sean and he would have an aneurysm by episode 1?
Yes.
It's go hands.
It's going.
It's go hands.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's go hands.
I think
they
it was one of the first
don't-
shows I watched where I, like
Oh.
clocked. Oh wait,
Bad
those
tracking,
characters' feet
yeah.
are not doing the thing that the ground is showing them doing. Hey, wait a minute. Those are not. His legs are doing this, but his body's doing that. Hey, wait a minute.
When the world
God.
moves around the characters instead of the characters moving around the world.
God, I
Yeah,
read
the
it.
Gohans put 2D characters on 3D background and do it really poorly.
Oh, sorry. I do have to walk back one thing before we close out. I did say next season's gonna be bad. That's a lie. Digimon Beat Break is next season.
Real.
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
That-
be worse.
Hey,
Ah!
hey, guess what? Mad Kid's doing the opening.
Yo.
They're going insane with
And
it.
also, now we have 3 Digimon heads in this call.
Yeah, we converted
True.
Mason into
2.5.
time.
Yeah.
Hey, it's possible it would just be really good.
I gotta go watch more of it, but you have converted
Gotta
me.
watch
Yes.
more of a lot of things. There's
Yes.
always so
We
much.
have,
True.
we have to get you to finish V3. Whoops.
I will say,
It's almost like our schedules just don't exist
Yeah.
at all at the same time.
yeah.
It's just so beyond fun.
It has been almost it has been since last Halloween since I played V3.
God.
Yeah.
I don't even
You don't
remember
talk
where
about
you
bad
are.
schedules. The next
He
2
was
weeks are
about
gonna
to
be
start an
really
investigation
bad.
for case 2. I believe.
Yeah, we
Yes.
might
Austin, so what I'm hearing is we're doing Sunday afternoon podcast from the B&B in the car
No,
out to
'cause-
Sean
no,
and Michael.
here's
No,
the
because
problem.
because we won't have the B&B by that point.
Here's the problem is that
From a
I
random
would
Denny's
I would
in
want
fucking
us-
Pennsylvania.
I would want us to do a double if we're missing, and I don't know if you two have time to watch.
No,
Enough.
we'll have time. We'll have time.
Dude, we have like
Okay.
6 shows. It's fine.
Are you if you're fine
So-
podcasting when you guys get home or in the car, I don't know what you want to do. We'll talk about it.
We'll meet up at a Denny's and we'll just put Mason on Skype and we'll be good to go.
I don't have a good way to stream us. What do you want me to do? Just stream from my phone and just have
From
the
McDo- Yo, what's up,
Okay,
guys? It's
but
your
it
boy
would
from
be really
McDonald's
funny.
Wi-Fi. Sean, the play is you just set up the stream and
We
then you
could-
leave,
we could,
and then we just all join
that-
Discord from our phones.
I don't know. I
Problem
don't know how I would do that.
solved. You don't. That's
That-
how.
I would have to. What I could do is I could call my family and be like, okay, go up to my computer, turn it on. This will be the difficult part. Open OBS. What the fuck is
I mean,
that?
yeah, you can export scenes in OBS, right?
We'll talk about this in more detail as it comes. We'll figure it out. But that'll be it for tonight. We'll probably not be back next week, almost assuredly. It does not seem like we have a day we can do, so we will probably be back.
With all 5 of us.
Yeah, we will
There's
probably be back
no way
unless
that
we're
happens.
doing an episode without somebody. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Hi, that's like 85% my fault because I work six of the next 8 days.
Mason also tabletop games 4 of the days after that.
Yeah, unfortunately, my tabletop takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
But
that's
it's fine.
cool.
That's true.
Mine is just work.
Well, you're doing it so that I can physically see you and buy a car for you. So like, I'm
That's
not
true.
gonna complain.
I am officially a used car salesman.
No, you're not legally allowed to say that on a Sunday in PA. No one heard that. Everybody have a wonderful
he's not in
night.
PA.